Joining us tonight, decades after his conviction, an Alabama death row inmate and his family continue to push for a new trial.
Yeah, just a short time ago, faith leaders from across the state met here in Birmingham to talk about the case against Toforest Johnson. Many people filled Tabernacle Baptist Church to hear about Johnson's story. He was convicted in 1998 of the murder of Jefferson County Sheriff's Deputy William Hardy in 1995. Birmingham Johnson maintains his innocence. The case focused on the testimony of a single ear witness, a 15-year-old who had never met Johnson, never heard him speak, but claimed she overheard him talk about the murder on a jailhouse phone call. That ear witness was paid $5,000 for her testimony. The Ear Witness podcast by investigative journalist and former Fox 6 anchor Beth Shelburne dives deep into the case. A former Alabama Supreme Court Chief Justice, the former Alabama Attorney General, and the District Attorney have all called for the court to throw out Johnson's conviction.
We went through thousands of pages of transcripts and documents and spent hundreds of hours researching this case, trying to get to the bottom of how an injustice like this happens on our watch and on our dime. And I think it's in everybody's interest to make sure that this is set right.
I would like to see him come home. I would love for him to have a new trial, a fair trial. I would just love them to just, hey, we read this, we noticed our mistakes, we're gonna send him home.
They can't give him back what he's lost, but they owe him the honesty to say, okay, this is not what we thought, or maybe it's different, but let's look at it again.
Back in October, the U.S. Supreme Court decided not to review the case. At least 10 people say they saw Johnson and his friend miles away at a nightclub around the time of the shooting that happened at the Old Crown Sterling Suites. That and much more is investigated in Beth's podcast. Ear Witness will post a link to it on the WBRC News app.